What's going on, guys and gals? My fellow gun lovers. Recently, I just purchased this firearm. It is an Anderson manufacturing AR-15 chambered in 7.62 by 3.9. I got it from Gunbroker. Got the M-Lock handguard. It's a mil-spec AR built around the 7.62 cartridge. I got it for $490 shipped to the house in an auction. Couldn't beat it. Well, this past weekend, I took it out to shoot. Amazing. Just amazing. But let's rewind a little bit. So, after I purchased it, and I was waiting for it to come in, it didn't come with any sights or magazines. I mean, at that price, though, I didn't really care. But, so I wound up ordering a magazine. And the first one I ordered from Midway, I call it the AR Stoner junk. Alright, so the gun arrived. I've already had the magazine. And I went to go test fit it. And when I pushed it in, it was kind of tight. Well, after I heard the click, I went, pressed the button for it to eject. I couldn't get it out. I literally could not get it out. I mean, when I say jammed, I had to get my wife to hold the gun while I sat there and pulled hard as I can while holding the button to try to get this piece of crap magazine out. So I started filing it down, because it's a tight fit. I was like, you know what, maybe I can sand it down. I hit it with the file. And then went, with a low grit to a high grit sandpaper to get it polished out good as I could. Well, if I go anymore, I'm gonna break through it. And it's still tight. I mean, it's junk. And not to mention, when you try to load this AR Stoner junk magazine, it's very hard to load. And actually to unload. Like, I was just unloading it by hand so I can make this video. And it was so hard to push the bullets out. I had to literally take like a flathead and like push from behind and like sometimes pry up on the front to get them out. So loading and unloading is really a bitch. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try some other products. I did a little research from y'all guys on YouTube too. Thank y'all. And everybody was talking about these C product magazines. Dude, let me tell you, night and day. Night and day. Apple and oranges. This thing is designed like a magazine should be designed. The follower just goes down evenly. The bullet on the top is positioned at the right angle just to feed in correctly. Although I didn't have any problems, when I went this weekend to shoot. We put a couple hundred rounds through this thing this weekend. I didn't have any problems with it feeding. I didn't have any jams or anything. I mean, not one issue. No light promise strike or nothing, man. These little rifles are freaking sweet for the money. So I'm not gonna say anything about the feeding on it. But feeding into your gun is messed up. Bad. Do yourself a favor. Don't buy this AR Stoner junk. Get the C products, man. I mean, these things are amazing. You put it in your gun. You press the ejection button. It shoots out. Like it should. I didn't like the way it was feeding into the gun. No problems. I mean, everything. And it feels like a better magazine. I ain't gonna lie. The follower on this thing, on the AR Stoner junk, wants to rock back and forth. Sometimes it feel like it gets hung up, and they got like some loose spring tension in there until you kind of like tap it a little bit, and then it'll shoot back up. And back to the gun, man. This thing is bad to the bone. I got this is a little scope, little 2x7 by 33 millimeter Leopold. I'm sure it's like a little rimfire scope or something, but once I got this thing sighted in, which was real quick, at about 50 yards, I didn't shoot anything past 50 yards, but I was literally putting one bullet behind the other, one whole groups at 50 yards with this cheap mil-spec AR-15. I was amazed, man. It was so fun to shoot. I'm serious. 50 yards away, I can dot you in the eye if I wanted to. And no problems with ejecting. I mean, fast as you can pull the trigger, it was going. And I was shooting all kind of different ammunition, you know, shooting brass casings, good brass, steel casings, Chinese steel, you know, brass casings, Chinese steel, steel core, and just no problem. I mean, they all work the same. So I definitely got some good things to say about this little rifle right here, man. And Gunbroker is the place to go. You can't beat the deals. So, well, that's all. I just wanted to let y'all know what I thought about the AR STONER junk magazine. Do yourself a favor, don't waste any money and buy it. Get you to see products, just start with that off top, you know. Now, I've heard they got other magazines out there that are not bad, but I can only speak of these two. So, anyway, thank y'all, and y'all have fun shooting now.